I met this man on Sunday afternoon, and he was from Afghanistan, and I did a hearing on him, and then I said to him that I saw a cloud when I hold his arm, and I say it's heavy due to do that cloud that is someone coming through, and is someone that you love, that is in the other world, in the afterlife, I say to him. And it has something that someone is dead, I say to him. But I have talking about this with time. It can go before us, the time that is in heaven, not how we see it, but they know their future. So it was a white cloud, but it was no one there in the cloud. But I say that I don't know what it means, but with you, when I hold your arm, it was a cloud in it. And it seems like he understood it. It was something that have with him to do, that have died, and then it happened. This is, I think it's, me and date. It is Monday, Tuesday is it today, and in the morning today is I say the whole thing is the August 21, 2023. But this morning I heard on the news that someone have been killed just close to my home, very close. It's about meters where it was. And yesterday, as I had met this man, and I was wondering, how will we meet again? Will we meet again? But that I gave it to afterlife, that it is not me that do anything. It's not. The only thing I do is the action of what they tell me to do. But it's not me that have the control over anything. And that's what I was talking to this man about also, and he agreed to it, that we don't have any kind of control, as he have been over the sea 3 times, he say, escape in Afghanistan, and that it was terrible that the sun was so strong, and he was thinking he should dry out from everything. But he come here and he was healthy man today, but the issues that I needed to take, it was that he had he say he have depression, but he didn't. And I was thinking, because I have told you that you should not lay hand on someone that have mental issues. And I was the same. I was not, I was thinking, how should I do it, because I should not lay hand on someone that have mental issues. But I heard from heaven, from afterlife, they say that it was okay to lay on him, that they should defend me from him. But I have got a little depression, but it is not very hard depression. I have felt sometimes it coming through some kind of depression, and I am not a depressed person. So I got something from him, but it doesn't hurt me at all, because I can take it away with the help of my knowledge about heaven and afterlife. So this morning at the news, it was a man that had been killed in his car. And I was thinking, yesterday I was driving where I met this man to see if I could meet him, but I know he don't live in my city, and he don't know my name, so he can't take contact with me. If afterlife want me to meet him again, they will make sure that I meet him, like those places I have been in the past, and I don't know why I was in those places. And then I know today that it was my ancestor in afterlife that have wanted me to go there to see where they lived, but I didn't know them. But they knew that I should know them later on. And I work with my family tree every day, and I meet them there. And today it was a strange pastor that had been to I think it was a Lutheran church. It was something special in him, but I couldn't read it because it was a book they were selling about the pastor. But it was in that village where where some of my ancestors did come from, and I was thinking why those in that village, why did they take the risk to move to America? And I am curious, what is it with these special people? And I have been in contact twice with a woman that have investigated that village. But she wanted me to buy books, and I can't read books. I have told you that God took away my ability to read books, but I can read some. I am not a known reader. I can read some, like a normal page, almost the whole page, and like Wikipedia, like that. I can read the whole thing, but not a book. And so yesterday when I was out, I was at that place where the man was killed. And what I saw, it was some it's hard to say Arabic, but dark. Not dark in the skin, but with black hair. And they had make a fire, and it was not a barbecue pit. They have done their own burning fire, and we should not do that because it's very dry in now. In the summer, is it very dry? Even if we get some rain, is it dry? And it can be a fire in the forest when they do that. I saw that. I passed by, and then when I drove down to that place where I met this man, I don't even know his name, and he don't know my name either. And there was nothing. They were playing cricket, but it was young people. It was not a real competition like that. So he was not there. And then I drove up on the hill. Then I saw a car driving up on the hill, and he drive where it's not allowed to drive a car. It's only if they move in or out they can drive there, or else they should not drive there because it's for walking people and for bicycle like that. But it was a white grey car there, and I was thinking, I noticed that because it's forbidden to drive there. So it's mostly is it only those that are working in the area that drive there. But this was late, so it was no working time. It was after 6 o'clock in the evening. And so I saw this car also and be angry about it. And I'm thinking of this, that I say to him that I saw like a cloud. I say first it was like misty, and then he didn't know what misty was. He couldn't understand that word. So I say it's like a cloud, I say to him. And so it was, I didn't heard the shooting, but it was a shooting. It was not that they stabbed this man, because he was sitting in the car, so they maybe shoot him inside. He maybe sit behind a window, and they shoot him. But I didn't heard it because I was sleeping very, very hard, deep, and I will wake up at 8 o'clock. So maybe it was something that make me wake up, but I should wake up 8 o'clock. Normally today I wake up at 6 o'clock, but I didn't have any dream that I remember in the night. I only was sleeping so very hard. And so in the news, I always try to wake up just before the news start, so I can watch it. But they didn't have any about it on the news. No, a picture nothing, but I look it up on internet, and on our newspaper for our city there was a picture, and I saw where it was, and I knew it was there. It's only 100-200 meters from me where I live, so it's very close. I should have heard that noise, but I didn't. I think it's because I am used with all the sound from my neighbors, and I had one ear plug also in my ear, so it is not that evil things coming closer, but it is like a warning to be a little careful, but I should not be frightened about it. I'm going to drive there later on today, where the police are. It's they have placed those flags and this, so no one can go in that area. So I see it, but I'm not worried about to drive there. I only passed by there later today. So I was to the doctor yesterday. I was to diet nurse, not a real doctor, the nurse for the blood sugar. And I don't rely on her. They are only educated to know about food, or to eat food. And she look at I have done notes in 2 days, what I was eating and how much blood sugar I had. And it was for her high blood sugar the whole time. And like the first morning I eat a boiled egg. That was the only thing I ate. I told her I need to eat something in the morning because I take my medicine. So it was a boiled egg I had. So I eat it, and then I wait about 2 hours to eat real breakfast. But when I ate that boiled egg, I had okay. No, I had about 14-15 in the morning, and then it going up when I eat that egg. And it's not much sugar in a boiled egg, but it was going up. And so I had the whole time high blood sugar. And I say it's not about what I eat, because I don't eat. I don't eat very much. And she asked, do you eat candies? And I don't eat candies. Chocolate, she said. It's very seldom I eat chocolate. I say, I don't like this. I prefer to, if I should be wanted to have something sweet, then I take a sandwich. I say to her, I don't eat those cookies. I have cookies that I eat sometimes, but they are not sugar in them. But of course, the flour that is, they are baked, so they are carbonated. They are sugar in it, but not very much, because I don't eat up the whole thing. I maybe eat 2 cookies sometimes when I feel I want something sweet. Sometimes it's it like that, and it's disturbed me that they only thinking about what I eat. And I say I drink much water for my body, because I want to flush out if I have any sugar in my blood. I say, so I drink water. That's what I need to do. And at least is it 3 liter water I drink every day. And so she say that my long blood sugar, it have going down. I had from the beginning 140, and that is very much. That is, they counted it, they cut off and take that, the middle number of it. And I think they take this one. And no, I should not say, because I don't know. But it was very high to be blood sugar. In the long run, it causes problem for my kidneys, for example. And it was 140, but now it was 90. So it was very much going down. And I told her that I was 1 month in Jerusalem, and most of the products was in Hebrew, so I couldn't go and buy me no sugar things. I had to eat something, and I couldn't read what it was more than to see the picture of the products. I don't know Hebrew, and I was not staying in the area where they have tourists from United States. In those areas in Jerusalem that is for American people, there of course they have, so they can read English on the products. But I was staying in a traditional Jewish area, so there was nothing. And once it was a taxi driver, I told him where I lived, but he drove me to the United States area where those very wealthy abroad tourists were staying. And I said to him that I no, I don't live here. I laugh because he was thinking like most of people in Israel think that lots of money, and that because I speak English to him, that I was an American, wealthy American. So he drove me to this kind of hotel. And so I said to her that I can't choose. When I was 1 month in Jerusalem, I couldn't choose what to eat. I had to eat something. And the breakfast we had at the hotel, it was some that was without sugar, but I am also this kind that I can't eat the same food more than 2 days. Then I want something else. And they were used that people only staying 1 or 2 nights in that hotel. So I was staying in the same hotel 1 month, so I wanted to eat something else, and I can eat things I'm curious about that I don't know what it is, and I eat it to see what it is. So I did. So I in that 1 month I got very much sugar. I had my insulin with me, but that was not enough. So that's what I got. But I think it was kind of good to be me. That she say it was 90 the long sugar measurement. So I'm not very worried about it. I try to hold back as much sugar that I can, but I am not fanatic. So I let me eat normal food on Friday and Saturday, and I say not the whole day. It's only in the evening when I watch television. It is the best programs in the evening and Friday and Saturday about 8 o'clock. And then I eat. I don't start to eat in the morning. It's only there in the evening I eat. I told her. So once again, I didn't do this summary because I wanted to tell you that a man in his car was killed. Someone killed him, and it was just where I lived. I live in a so-called Muslim area, so a little I have to be careful. So I don't sit and watch television at the window. So I hide myself from the outside when I watch televisions, so they can't shoot in. They can do a bomb. They can crash the whole wall. That's what I am thinking, that they maybe will do it. Because once, I have told you, once it was a police that walking just outside my windows and look in on the ground for something that should be hidden there, and that was just at my wall. So that I'm very careful in my home in the evenings. And it was not the normally when they kill him just after 7 o'clock in the morning. They killed this man in his car. So that was a very rare time to be killed. Mostly is it when it's dark outside, and it's not dark at 7 o'clock. in this time of the year, the sun is going up about 6 o'clock. So it was clearly that people could see who was shooting. And maybe they will tell if they are not frightened for revenge. So we will see what will happen. So be safe, I say to you. I try to be the safe I can be, but not be scared of evil things. I try to live a normally life, but of course I think about a little to be careful not running into people without thinking. So I have to be careful, but not be no fear, because that's what God is telling us. Fear not. That's what he's saying. So we should not fear not, but not be, and then we should be wise. God is telling us we should not fear, and we should be wise, and we should not be stupid, to be reckless, to be not thinking at all. We need to be careful in our life. It's not what God is saying that we should be total closed from other people. We should try to live a normal life as we can do, but not step into crazy things and like in unknown places in the evening and night. We should not go there drunk or with drugs inside and have gold hanging outside our clothes so they see it, and they are thinking that we have much money on us, that we are wealthy, and they do something with us. It was when I was homeless in United States, when I live for some weeks. I live in the most worst area in United States, and when I go home from the church in the evening, I had to be out when it was dark, because that was in the church sometimes, to study in the church or have a service in the evening. And then when I go back in the darkness, I always took away everything I had. In that time I had gold on me, because I had it from Sweden, and I wanted to look nice in the church. But when I start to come to that limit where my living area was, then I took away everything that could look like I am wealthy. So, and I be very happy when some of this, I was the only white person in that area, and sometimes I met dark-skinned people, and they say, "Hello, Pastor." They say to me, so they talked about me as a pastor. So they even if they do much drugs and did criminal things, they were raised to know the Bible. So I was not one of many people. I was special for them because I was a pastor, and they say that to me. So it is this, to not be the Bible say, be wise and don't fear. So thank you for listening, and remember, be wise, but not in that way that you have fear. You should know what you can do and not do. And many things is it in those books that you have studied. It's saying that. And so God bless you.